Good morning, Twitch. Hope everyone's having a great and happy, safe Monday morning. I want to start off the stream a little different today. Over the weekend, I had several people ask me about the mods that I use in World of Tanks. So, if you do !mod or mods from now on in the chat, you'll get a link to Asslane's website. And at the top, you'll see mod packs for World of Tanks and World of Warships. Hey Billy, thanks for the sound alert. Let's get that starting soon screen off there. What do you think? So in addition to that, I've had other people ask me, what particular mods that I'm using that they see on the screen while I'm playing World of the Tanks. And I thought I would start off the stream by going through that list so that it's on record and that they can go back and watch it anytime they like, at their own convenience, if they need to watch it multiple times or what have you, and that sort of thing. So that's the way we'll start off today. Then we'll jump in and do some actual tanking itself. But to start off here, you'll download Asslane's mod pack. You'll do the, you can use this and what have you, and work through it and blah blah blah. You'll eventually come to this screen here, and this is the mods that you have access to for World of Tanks. And what happens is you select these, and then at the end of the process, it downloads them, puts them into the folder where they should go, the World of Tanks folder. So, yeah, that's where we are right now. We are at basically the starting line. Now, when you first click through, you'll see an option to show the preview window, and that's what this is here on the right. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. There it is. Yeah, you can show the preview window, and I've brought it up for your convenience so you can watch and see. So I've scrolled all the way to the top. This is at the very top of the mod list. There's a drop down menu here. It says option 3, own choices, and this is what you'll select, so that you can select what mods that you want to use. Now I will say these are all optional. These are all for your own personal preference, to your liking, the way your game will look, okay? Because you'll click through here and you may see something that's laid out different, that's colored different, that's arranged differently, that you like more. That's fine. Install it, use it, enjoy it, have at it. This is what works for me. This is what I like, and it's almost to the point. Actually, it's beyond that point. It is at the same status as Truckee for ATS, in my opinion. It has become such a part of the game that I feel like I need it anymore than not having it. So I'm sitting here running my mouth and I could just be doing this. Sorry. I'm just now getting the first cup of coffee in me. Unfortunately, it's not as good as it was yesterday. I am chasing that coffee dragon. sorry, you didn't catch any of that because I clicked into the window. So you'll pick option 3 on choices, and I use the OTM by XVM team. OTM means over target markers, which is these health bars that you see over your tank and over the enemy tanks with a number value. The number value is the hit points of that vehicle at that current time. I won't go through all of these because there's no point. There's way too many. You'll see in a moment when I start scrolling here, there's just way too many to actually go through each one of these. So that's why I say this is left up to personal preference more than anything. The way the game looks on your screen is going to be, defined by you. And this is the way that the panels will look in battle to you. The list of tanks in the top left and right hand corners, your team's tanks, the enemy team's tanks, and so on and so forth. And then the after battle results, I believe. No, that's the way that, this is just in battle, the in battle panels of the your tanks and the enemy team tanks. So, scrolling down here, scrolling. The next section is called XVM Minimap and circles. The top option, I have show 50-meter radius auto detection circle. So the spotting mechanics, and I won't go too in depth with this. This is just something that you'll have to learn as you play the game, get more experience with it, and so on and so forth. Basically, the too long didn't watch version of this is if a tank gets within 15 meters of you, you're auto detected. Whether you're sitting in a bush, you're hiding in a building, whatever. If a tank gets within 50 meters of you, it automatically senses you, it detects you. And this is what this does, is it places a circle around your tank, either a thin turquoise circle or a regular white circle, showing you that range. And you'll see it here. This is the circle that I'm talking about, the circle around your tank icon right here on the map, the thin turquoise circle, the 50-meter range circle. So if a tank gets within this circle, you're automatically detected. You'll automatically be spotted. They will see you. They will detect you. I have show 445-meter maximum detection range circle yellow. I have show 564 maximum drawing distance circle red with bold line. Show dynamic view range circle blue. Now those are several different options there. Let me recheck that real quick. Maximum detection range is the maximum range that you can detect or spot a vehicle. That's 445 meters. Now your view range can go above that. Anything above the 445, you start burning through the enemy team's camouflage, their camo rating. The 564 maximum drawing distance is the maximum distance that you can see a tank on the map. You can hit tanks out of your drawing distance, okay? That's very important. So even though you can't actually see the tank, you can still hit it and kill it. The drawing distance is literally the limitation of I no longer see that tank on the map. That's all that is. The show dynamic view range circle in blue, but you can't see it on this map because it's extended, is your tank's viewing distance as represented by a blue line on the minimap. We'll scroll on to the next section. This is the labels. I have show icons for destroyed tanks. So it places these dark red dots on the map. Those are kind of hard to see with this mini map, but it shows dark red spots there for destroyed tanks. I also have show vehicle names full, so I know exactly what tanks are still left on my team and the enemy team on the mini map. Scroll to the next section. This is damage logs, default XVM hit log, and this will place in the top left hand corner of your screen the amount of hits that you've done, the total damage that you've done, and the last shot that penetrated you did, and it keeps a log of those. So for instance, in this scenario, your first shot did 323 damage to a Tiger 1, and then the player's name is out beside that, and then, oh sorry, that's not the first one. You've hit the Tiger 1 once for 323. You hit the T-34 twice for 487 for a total of 967, and then the player's name. Under that, the next section is efficiency counters. This shows in order of left to right the damage you've dealt, the assistance damage that you have either tracking or spotting, the amount of damage that you have blocked with your armor, and how many enemy tanks you have spotted. So we'll go back through those one more time. Left to right, damage you've dealt, assistance damage, either you've knocked the tanks off the enemy tank and your friends have shot it, damage blocked by armor by you, and then enemy tanks that you have spotted. Scroll to the next section. Rating scale. 6 colors by Team XVM. And this is this particular mod in specifically has led to a lot of I don't know, toxic chat in the game, because a lot of people use just the XVM mod, which is what basically most of this stuff is, XVM, extended visualization mod. And you'll see here what this does is when you load into battle, it rates the players on your team and yourself and the enemy team based on a multitude of factors: efficiency, how much damage they've dealt, how many, and just a lot of other things. And I can't go into everything because it's so in depth. If you're more interested into it, we can get Discord and I can kind of explain it to you, but it won't. It's nothing vitally important. Just know that you are rated based on how well you've done in the previous amount of battles you've fought in. Starting at the bottom, very bad players are rated in red. Bad players are rated a orangish color. Normal or average players are rated in yellow. Good are green. Very good are this turquoise color. And then Unicum, godlike, whatever you want to call them, are these purple players, or purple colored players. Now, this is the 6 colors by XBM. As you can see here, there are many other options. 10 colors by Watt Labs, 8 colors by Quickie Baby. Just, this isn't necessarily important. This gives you a rough idea of the quality of your team when you load in the battle. Now, I will put a counterpoint on that. Don't ever believe that just because you have a team of oranges or reds or even yellows that you're going to win or lose. And don't believe that just because you have a team full of purples that you're going to win. Because people can play above their ability in any given battle. People can play below their ability in any given battle. This is an average of what that player has done over the course of their 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 60,000 battles, what have you. So don't get married to the ideal that, oh no, look, I've got a bunch of red players on my team, we're going to lose. That's not necessarily the case. Like I said, people can play above their level, people can play below their level. It's just a rough ideal of, for me personally, I use it personally just to see how well I'm doing and to see if I'm getting better. That's literally the only reason that I use this. I don't even look, don't even care what the other team or my team is rated at, because it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. Go to the next section in just a second. Let me get some coffee here. Sixth Sense icon, custom icon. Sixth Sense icon. This is the icon that appears above your tank when your commander has the Sixth Sense ability. The Sixth Sense ability lets you know that you've been spotted. You have been seen by the enemy team, and you're probably about to get shot. Just, to put a fine point on it. And all this is just the image that you see at the top of your screen when you've been spotted. I personally use Sauron from the Lord of the Rings image to appear on top of my screen. But as you see here, there are a ton of options. The All-Seeing Eye, Predator, Yellow Sign Minions, Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek Next Generation, the A-Team. You get the idea. It's customizable, okay? It's your preference. It's your choice. Whatever. Next section is Garage XVM. I have hide general chat button. If you've been in the game, you'll see at the bottom of your screen next to clan chat, there's a general chat. It's a toxic wasteland of people fussing, fighting, calling each other names. I got rid of it a long time ago. Haven't looked back and couldn't be happier that I did so. Show price XP button in the tech tree and research page. So as you see here, it shows you the price of the tank in silver, of what the tank cost and how much you'll need to purchase that tank. Show the mastery mark on the tech tree. That's an advanced thing about being the marks of excellence, personal preference. Let's see, what else would you have here? Crew auto return. Now this is an extremely important one in my opinion, and this is one of the reasons why I even have the mod pack and use this mod pack. Okay, crew auto return XVM. You will want to make sure that this one is definitely checked. This, of all the mods in here, this is probably the most important in my opinion. Say you buy a premium tank, okay, you put a crew into it, you train it up and what have you. Say it's a German heavy, you bought a German heavy tank, or have some premium German heavy tank that you're training a crew in, and you're working through the tech tree line that's already in the game, in the German heavy line. You can move the crew from the premium tank that you paid real money for and put it into the tech tree tank that's in the game and available to everybody for silver, in-game currency without penalty. Okay, that's the purpose of premium vehicles: crew trainers, money makers, and what have you. So you can move the crew out of your premium tank into the tech tree tank without having to train them to the premium tank. So the process is like this: you buy your premium tank from World of Tanks online store, you pay your 30 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever it is, you put them in there, and let's say it's the Luva, the low, the L-O-W-E, the Luva is the way it's pronounced, and you have the Tiger 2, and you want to use the same crew in both tanks, so you train them to the Tiger 2 because that's the tech tree tank, and you use that crew in the Tiger 2 and the Luva. But you only train them to the Tiger 2 because that's the one you're working up. That's the line you're working up. So you can move the crews from the premium tank to the tech tree tank free of charge. But once you move the crew from one tank to the next, they're not available for the opposing tank. Okay? So let me try to clear this up a little bit. You buy your premium tank, you put a crew into it, you start training it. You buy the Tiger 2 out of the tech tree, you move the crew out of the Luva to the Tiger 2 to go play a battle in the Tiger 2. Well, the crew is now in the Tiger 2 in battle. You can't play the Luva because your crew is currently engaged in battle. So the Tiger 2 gets out of battle. Now your Luva says crew incomplete. What this does, what this automatic return of crew does, is when you click on it, in game, it moves automatically the crew to the barracks, then out of the barracks into the Luva, into the tank, without you having to do anything else. It's literally one click. And I will show you this when I get into the game, because it's probably a lot easier to see a visual representation than me, yammering on about it here. But all this does is it moves the crews. If you have a single crew in two tanks, it moves the crew from one tank to the other tank with one click. It's very simple. Probably the best mod in this whole mod pack, to be honest with you. The next thing that I have checked is the XVM padlocks. when you're in your garage, you'll see that you have, these various resources. Your bonds on the far left, the gold that you have purchased or have been awarded for whatever reason, and then your free XP. And what this does is underneath it adds these padlocks to each one of those things. It doesn't add a padlock to your silver because they figured, you're constantly buying or restocking or repairing your tank after each battle. So it doesn't padlock that. It would be unnecessary and pointless. But the other three resources there, your gold, your bonds, and your free XP, are something that you willingly spend and that you give some kind of forethought to. So what this does is add these padlock to those so that you can't accidentally spend them. And it's a very little handy tool. I suggest this one. This is a highly recommended suggestion that you add this. I use these. It keeps me from accidentally maybe spending some gold on camo or maybe bonds on equipment or directives or whatever. Free XP if I don't want to, that sort of thing. So this is a highly recommended mod to install. It's the XVM padlocks right underneath crew auto return. So the next section, show the garage clock. This is literally what it sounds like. It adds a clock to the garage. 12 hours, AM, PM, personal preference, take it or leave it. Next section, this is a quality of life improvement that I really enjoy. I have a lot of tanks. I have about 90 some tanks. Roughly, that's the ones that I currently have purchased. I've got more tanks that I've not purchased or have sold and want to buy back, what have you. What this does is it adds 3 rows of tanks to the bottom of your garage so that you can see a multitude and more of your tanks at one time. And I use a 1.0 default scale, so it's the normal looking image for the tank. And I mean, you have options there for shrunk, smaller, or large. Again, you can do 4 rows, 5 normal rows, 1 normal row, or use game settings. And I think the in-game setting is, I think it does defaults to 1 row, but the most you can have in game setting is 2 or something like that, I believe. So this is just a quality of life improvement. Again, personal preference. Scrolling down, we're carousel tank sorting criteria. I sort my tanks by nation, class, tier. That's default. Not a lot to say there. I mean, it's what it is. You can choose whatever. Other XVM settings. Enable auto log into the game. Only for running the game without WGC. This is if you don't use the gaming center, the Wargaming Gaming Center, which is the software I can't even think of the name of it now, but anyway, this is the Wargaming Center. This is, do your World of Warships, you do World of Tanks, and if I had planes downloaded and installed, you'd see it over here. This keeps me logged in. All I have to do is click play and go. If you don't use that, you can enable auto login and the game will automatically log you in. Show in battle clock, that's exactly what it sounds like. It shows a real-time clock, real-time on your screen during battle. I think it's like the top left-hand corner. That's a personal preference in battle clock. Scrolling down, we'll go to the next section. Non-XVM mods branch. Vehicle contour lines. This is a personal preference. I use I think it's the very bottom one. Watt's original icons. I use World of Tanks original icons. You see there are a lot of options there. Personal preference. Find what you like looking at visually. What this does is it changes. And I use a Watt's original icons. The next section is PMod. I think this is the armor penetration mod, I believe. Yes, I think so. Oh, no, hang on. PMod. Okay, crosshairs, yes. Crosshairs is definitely one of those things that is a personal preference. I use the minimalistic blue. As you can see here, it's a very cut down version of the crosshairs. You've got your gun loading, you've got you're ready, the gun's ready to fire. You've got how many rounds you have left, and for the gun, you've got the distance to target, 398 meters, your current zoom level of times 8. But as you can see here, there are just a ton of options that you can look at, find out what you like. I'll click on a couple here to show you. Actually, can I make this bigger? I don't think I can make this bigger. No. So this is the Predator one from the movie Predator. You can see how the text has changed. You've got these other little icons. The same information, same basic information is on all of these. So, like I said, a personal preference, I use the minimalistic blue because I like blue, and it's a very shaved down, a very minimal amount of information, looking back at me while I'm trying to shoot. That's why I use it. And there's a minimalistic that does it in white, I believe. So scrolling to the next section, we're scrolling and we're scrolling. As you can see, there's just an absolute ton of mods, and look through them, see what's on here, and if you install something and you don't like it, scroll back through, uncheck it, reinstall the mod, it removes it. So it's your choice. This is a more advanced mod that I have installed called Marks of Excellence Calculator, MOE. Marks of Excellence Extended. What this does is it adds a calculation to the bottom part of the screen, and I'll see if I think this will show. Yeah, you'll see here. This is the numbers that you see at the bottom left of my screen, or kind of towards the center, but the bottom. Marks of Excellence are a mark that places an insignia, an icon on your tank barrel, showing how well you've done in that tank in comparison to other players. Like I said, this is more of an advanced calculation mod, something that you'd only want to look at maybe after you've played a lot of battles or have become familiar with the game, kind of stacking yourself up against other players who play that tank. Current MOE percentage, damage for the current MOE, so on and so forth, your current damage. To get your first mark, you need to do better than or as good as 65% of the player base who've played that tank in the past, I think, week or something like that. That's the first mark. The second mark comes at 85%, so you need to do as well or better than 85% of the people who played that tank. And then the third mark comes at, I believe it's 95%. So the same thing, you need to do as well or better than 95% of the people who currently play that tank or are currently playing that tank or have played that tank in the past week or something, I believe. So it's just an indicator of how well you're doing in that particular tank at that particular time, and gives a number value to show your progress in achieving, that first mark, second mark, or third mark. That's all that is. Like I said, it's a little more advanced. It's just numbers on your screen. Go to the next section. This Sixth Sense non-XVM have a Sixth Sense timer. So once you've been spotted by an enemy tank, you remain spotted for 10 seconds. And what this does is it puts a timer that appears on your screen with a countdown that shows you, oh, okay, 10, 9, 8, obviously. So that once the 10 seconds have passed, you know that it passed. You're not guessing, oh, has it been 10 seconds? Can I peek now from around this building or what have you? That's just a little quality of life improvement. Going to the next section, the Sixth Sense sound says remember to select the user sound in-game options, and I will show you this when I get into the game. This is the sound that plays when you've been spotted. I have Sauron. I see you. That thing, yeah, you hear that? I've been spotted. That's what that is. There's Großen Panzer, Minions, Predator, Metal Gear Solid sound alerts, the A-Team. Your preference again. Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. This is the garage. These are some garage mods that you can have placed into the game, and there's something in here that I have selected, and I'll have to show you what it is. Session statistics. In the garage, in the lower right hand corner of your screen, there's an icon to show you your stats for the day, and you can have them reset every day. Your previous battles that are over with, you can go back and look, and that's what this is. And you can change it how it looks visually to you. I use this kind of metal background looking image, and that's just what you like looking at. There's other options there, obviously. Personal preference again. Like I said, about 99% of this stuff is personal preference, what you want to look at, what you don't want to look at. So we're scrolling, and there's a lot of things, as you see here, that I don't have installed, that I've not even really looked at. Let's see. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to add one. didn't hear any of that because I'd clicked into the box. So what this does is it adds spots to the mini-map for TDs, spot scouts, and SPGs, represented by the different icons. I am not one of those players that say, heavies should always go here, mediums should always go here. You go where you feel like you're going to be the most effective, depending on the composition of the enemy team, your team, what you're in, what tier you're in, what tier you're fighting. So, there's a lot of variables there that would determine where you go on a map in a battle. So, just be aware of that. But what this does is this adds the most used spots, or the commonly used spots, for those various classes of tanks. SPGs sit in the back normally, and these spots that's got marked are probably clear of buildings, maybe have some bushes to hide behind or in. That's what those icons will represent if you happen to select this mod. And we're scrolling down. I think we're at the end now. Yeah, we're at the very bottom. We're at the end. And the very bottom one is Aslane's mod pack markings. Mod pack version checker. If you want the mod to check to see if it's at the most up-to-date version when you log into the game, it'll tell you that there's a newer version. And it gives you a download button right there in the game. It'll open a browser window. You can go get the newer version. Tanks will need to be off. You can't be in World of Tanks when you install the mod pack because it won't work. You'll need to exit the game, install the mods, then relaunch the game. Loading wheel, it's whatever. I mean, that's just whatever. That's just his icon, his whatever. So anyway, I believe that does it for the mod pack. There's a lot of information there. It's been about 45 minutes explaining all that, with some goof ups in between, but whatever. So you have a representation of what my game looks like based on the mods that I currently use. We'll go ahead and click next. It's downloading any mods that I don't currently have, or that maybe I selected differently. It's downloading them and putting them into the folder, finishing and extracting it, so all it's good stuff. Done. I am personally going to check this box. This isn't something, actually it is something that you need to do. Activate XVM services, stats, etc. If you're installing for the first time, you'll want to do this, and we'll show you what this does. This is the XVM website, the Extended Visualization Mod website. You'll sign in using your World of Tanks login to Wargaming. So obviously North America or whatever your region happens to be. Take you to the Wargaming website. It should have took me back to the XVM website. It didn't. So we're just going to go back through that process there. Normally what happens when you log in, it says access confirmation. You're getting access to XVM to access your stuff here. So the following information will be shared with the website. Your username, public profile, no other information such as your password will be shared. So it's kind of like the Truckee app, the SDK that that the game gives you when you first launch ATS or ETS2. If you're familiar with that game, we'll confirm. So now we have this screen here. You'll want to activate your XVM. So I think you'll get this I think it's 2 weeks. Yeah, every 2 weeks. And you'll know when it's run out of time because the numbers will stop showing on the panels. This is the rating scale that I was telling you about, the red, yellow, purple. Once this has run out, those numbers will no longer appear, so you'll have to come back to the XVM site, reactivate or prolong it. While we're here, we'll go ahead and update my stats as well. This does this automatically. It updates the stats automatically, but once I'm here, I go ahead and update them manually. I believe that will do it for the mods. I think we've covered everything. Again, if you have questions, whatever, feel free to get a hold of me in Discord, send me a DM, what have you. I will answer as best I can. Excuse me. I will say one of the things you want to check here is your Win8, which is an efficiency scale, Win8, and then default scale. Other than that, I think it's finished. So let's actually jump into the game and play. I'll go over some in-game things before we actually start playing. Just to kind of finish up the process. So this is the auto login that I was talking about. Of course, I use the Wargaming Center, which it would automatically log me in because I'm logging in through that. If you don't use WGC, then you would still see this screen here. It's just auto logging you in. Okay, first things first, you'll see I have three rows of tanks, and this is one of the mods. You can see they're full-size images of the tanks. Like I said, I do this because I have a lot of tanks. It shows more tanks on the screen at one time. Here you'll see where it says crew incomplete. This is my STA2, which is a premium Japanese medium tank, and I'm using this same crew in the STB1, which is the Japanese tier 10 medium tank. So I use the same crew in both tanks. But if I'm playing in the STA2, then I can't play the STB1 because my crew is currently engaged. And that's what's represented here. The crew is currently in the STB1 because it's ready to play. As you can see, it's ready to go right now. But if I wanted to play the STA2, I need to move the crew from this tank to this tank. Well, with the XVM auto return crew, all I have to do is click on the tank. Boom, done. Now the crew has moved out of the STB1 into the STA2 automatically with one click. And that's the benefit of the automatically return crew. It's a huge quality of life improvement. And like I said, of the mods that I just walked through with you in Asslane's mod pack, that is probably the most important one. It's so much simpler to do that than otherwise you'd have to go over here and automatically return crew, yada yada yada, and it's several more clicks. It's just a huge quality of life improvement in my opinion, and probably the best mod in the whole mod pack. Next thing we're going to look at here is the settings. This is for the Sixth Sense, I believe it's under sound. Yes. Sixth Sense activation sound, use user sound. That'll play the sound of whatever you selected in your mod pack. I see you. That's what I selected. That's what it's playing. We'll also do, John was asking about this the other day, battle notifications. Let's see, battle events. These hit logs here, something that World of Tanks themselves have added, that you can select and view while you're in battle. These will show up on your screen in the bottom left hand corner. But yeah, so I believe it covers just about everything concerning the mods. So let's get started here. We've been at this for almost an hour and it's now getting to play. That's how much I love you guys.
What a noob uninstall.
Hey kid. Actually, let me jump into Discord. Now that I'm not actually, walking you through a process there. Hey kid, welcome to the stream. Start some boosters here. I don't have any credit boosters. Oof, that's not good. Can I buy some? What's up? I don't know if I have enough points to see crew members.
This Ric Flair Sixth Sense thing I'm using right now is hilarious.
The Ric Flair one, yeah. We'll start some clan boosters here. Just some credits, I think. . So are you in battle right now?
I just got out of the one I was in. Is the Type 59 any good? I have it, I just don't have it set up at all.
I don't have one, but from what I hear, yes, it is really good. Start off in tier 9 today, medium tanks. At least there's no Artie, I guess.
Yeah.
Packen wir es an!
Make our way over to the 0 line and see if we can be effective over here. We don't have any scouts, so if there's no light tanks, it falls to the mediums to be scouts. And that's what Kid and I are doing here.
Wir haben sie beschädigt! Turm blockiert!
I love being permatracked.
Yeah, it's fun. Ruh-roh.
Feuerbereit, sichergestellt! Gegnerischen Panzer getroffen! Raus hier! Das Fahrzeug ist Geschichte!
They pushed that side hard. Really hard. Yeah. has from the get-go. All right, shake the dust off. Let's get serious here. Let's get in the mindset of playing. We've all been there. No problem. I'm gonna run one while you get your PC booted back up. I'm laughing at you because that sounds something like I would do, right down to
We don't talk about it.
right. If you want to go ahead and run one, I'll jump into one while you were plugging your PC back in.
Все по машинам.
Wow, you have issues.
У командира ранение. Боевая эффективность. Машина уничтожена.
Yeah.
Alright, I am finally in now.
Are you sure? Are you really very sure?
I hope I am.
It's a little rough start this morning, but we'd be alright. First, 3 or 4 battles out of your system. Get serious, get your mind set. We got some help from the matchmaker this time. We're top tier, which is nice. It really is.
Los geht's! Durchschlagstreffer!
We may need to fall back here.
Gegner getroffen! Wir haben sie beschädigt. Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Finden wir ein neues Ziel. Wir haben sie. Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt.
Our team sucks.
Ziel aufgegeben. Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Wir haben sie beschädigt. Der Turm steckt fest. Gegner getroffen. Kette verloren. Wir setzen hier fest. Raus hier. Das Fahrzeug ist Geschichte.
I don't know what the hell happened there. And that was a shit show right from the start, looks like. I've seen more backbone out of a nervous cat than what that team just now showed. Kid, I literally, I mean, it just went horrible. Which side do you want to go to?
I guess I'll go up Ridge.
Okay. The reason I asked Kid where he wanted to go, there's no point in both spotters going to the same spot. You know, overlapping a little bit is fine. Overlapping a whole lot, where both spotters are going to the same area on the map, useless. There's no point in it. Break up, the visuals, so that if I go left, he goes right. If he goes right, I go left. Vice versa, what have you. Man, I've gotten my ass into a lot of trouble just now. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Played around last night in my 60 TP, or had 5,000 assistance damage from spotting. We're on Malinowka.
Just turn the 60 TP into a hyper scout.
Yeah, I mean, heavy scouting. It's a thing, right?
I mean, yeah. But I mean, you could probably do it better in a mouse.
Oh yeah, I saw or have seen Quickie Baby do scaling in the mouse on Barbaraka going down the one line. That's crazy, man.
I literally almost just want to get a mouse just to do that every single game.
Oh yeah, no, mouse, awesome. So as I roll as a scout, I don't want to shoot. I don't want to give away my position, or I want to shoot very minimally. I want to shoot at targets when I know I can't be spotted. For the most part, my role as a scout, as a light tank, is just to spot the enemy so that my team can shoot them. Now, that Pantera I could probably kill easily. You'd never know I was here, but at the same time, do I take the chance? The later the battle gets, the more likely I am to do such a thing.
There's scorpions in like the B0 area.
Roger that.
Or one of their scorpions.
So I knew I was going to get spotted there. I was well within detection range of getting spotted, but I figured it was worth the risk of getting spotted. We're losing pretty much, so you know, get a tank out of the game. What I want to do now is try to move forward and see if I can spot some more. Hey Bushwhacker, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's, you know, you don't want to. I mean, you know, the moment you fire, it's the same way with ships. I know the moment you fire, you're basically announcing your presence on the map. You know, because your camo rating goes down and what have you. Now in tanks, you have the option of bushing up, you know, getting behind fallen trees or whatever like this. Like I've kind of described on the stream before, if you back up so that the tree is opaque and you can't see through it, and then fire, then your chances of being detected are a lot slimmer. Otherwise, if you know, shoot while you can see through the bush, then you know the chances of being seen, being detected go up. You know, a lot more. Double bush is actually, yes, is the best. If you can double bush, then yeah. And just we've lost this battle. I'm gonna do a little scooting here. What he means by double bushing is, you see the bush in front of us here, the bush directly in front of us here. We double bush. We back up so that we can't shoot through either one, and then we shoot. I should have reloaded. I didn't. Right now I'm just playing Distraction Noodle. Of course that round missed. Reload. That was fun, right? Bushwhacker is exactly right. You want to double bush if you can. If you can't, single bush. All else fails, just shoot and hope for the best. Goes with the name, that's exactly right. You whack him out of the bush. We'll move north here and see what we can do. Normally this is a contested area, to put it mildly. They have 3 tortoises on their team, all platoon together. See how that round didn't hit the ground? It didn't kick up dirt. I hit the target. Now, whether I pinned or not, who knows? That's what I was talking about, the drawing distance. He's beyond my drawing distance, but I can still hit him. Sorry, not my drawing distance. He's beyond my view range.
Gegner beschädigt. Treffer, aber kein Durchschlag.
I just bounced 800 damage from the Tortoise. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Wir haben sie nur angekratzt. Der ist abgeprallt. Gegner beschädigt. Durchschlagstreffer.
Some pixel snapping here. Okay, I think we've whittled them down a little bit here. They're not a tank that I want to take on head on. They have pretty good frontal armor.
Treffer, aber kein Durchschlag. Der ist abgeprallt. Treffer, aber kein Durchschlag.
He's tracked. If you can hit him again.
He knows he's that just raises his gun.
Fahrzeug zerstört.
So what I did there was I hit him in the track, stopped him. He'd already used his repair kit, so he couldn't repair his tracks. And as Kid said there, he raised his gun as a, fuck you. But hey, on your left, never mind.
Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Das Feuer ist gelöscht. Motor beschädigt. Wir haben sie nur angekratzt. Ziel aufgegeben. Wir sind erledigt. Alle raus hier.
That turns a lot faster than I thought it does.
Yeah. I tried to ram him, and then I get freaking tracked like rope.
I was not expecting it to traverse that quick. So that was a complete misplay on my part. As I just said to Kid, as you heard, I had no idea that the tortoise could traverse that quick, could turn that fast on its tracks. I was expecting to be able to get around it, shoot it inside, and move on. That didn't work, so that was a complete misplay by me. That was completely my fault. It really was Bushwhacker. Don't try to outmaneuver a tortoise, apparently. I mean, that kind of hurts my feelings that my, A50 is slower than a tortoise. I mean, it's a tortoise. Of course we get proper rocket and not heavy tank.
Zeigen wir es ihnen.
Not exactly the map that I'd want in heavy tank. bad setup here.
Durchschlagstreffer! Ziel erfasst! Finden wir ein neues Ziel. Wir haben sie nicht mehr angekratzt. Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Wir haben sie nicht mehr angekratzt. Ziel verloren. Wir sind erledigt. Alle
Yeah. Definitely not a map that I like in a heavy tank. Bit of rough going so far. Looks like a good matchup here. You wanna go north? You wanna go down the one line, or go to the middle of the map?
Yeah, we can do that.
zeigen wir Maschinen.
Let's go to the middle then. From the middle we can get shots across, and then if we can control that, we have a better chance of winning. So what I'm saying is, if we go to like the G4 area, G3 area on this particular map, we can get shots back over towards the 0 line. We can get shots down the 1 and 2 lines here. We control the center of the map. We can flex back towards base if we need to. And there's a lot of options here if we control this point on the map. We want to stay closer to the wall as we come up. TDs like to sit in the E1 area there.
Er ist abgeprallt. Ziel erfasst. Panzer zerstört.
We don't want to push it too far.
does with a stress song sitting back there.
Yeah, it's what I figured. Hey, Lady Bear, welcome to the stream. We're gonna need to flex back towards base. They coming. Thank you for the hydrate command, Lady Bear. Aloha. What the hell was that?
Just yeeted off the cliff.
Push into him.
Bereits hergestellt. Diese getroffen. Eine unserer Ketten ist beschädigt.
Guess we'll go back up this charioteer. I think he's gonna die anyway, but I'd rather not be butt smacked by that VK either, so.
Wir sind bewegungsunfähig. Los geht's!
I wish that G-Sword would do something. I mean, that would be nice.
I see.
These games suck.
Yeah, it's getting outplayed. It'll turn around in 30 or 40 battles, no worries. Top tier 1 RD.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Oh, Bushwhacker, I like that. Ooh. Farm to table. Oh, man. Well, you're welcome for the ideal. I know you weren't in the channel last night. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm going to take credit for it. Lady Bird knows what I'm talking about. Good stuff there. Kind of amazes me that I bounce so much in this thing. For some reason, my gameplay is very stuttery right now.
We've had it. Everybody out.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Stream, I'll be right back. Just give me a couple minutes here while this finishes up. Oh, Chasing, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate that. I'm back.
What? Do you have the field mods on the Cruiser Panzer?
I don't think so. Let me look and see. No, don't even have the first level yet.
Yeah, I just bought the first level for it.
Hope you had a good stream, Chasing. I know you went to take a nap, but I'll still talk to you anyway.
Looks like I'll be slinging gold this game. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Legen wir los.
It's really kind of like the second equipment squad. It's kind of the only other thing I really use it for is just to have one for like more gold oriented for higher tiers.
Yeah, pretty much.
If this is like the last time where their whole team went to the west, I'm gonna kill over this time.
Sorry, folks, I'm eating lunch.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
I'm trying.
Of course, both already smoked this mirror.
Of course. Ow, that hurt. That hurt too.
Love doing 1.6k spotting at a freaking heavy.
That's crazy, right? I mean, we've got light tanks that are doing way less than that. Or had light tanks.
Yeah. On top of 1.2k damage.
Heal.
Los geht's.
So I don't bounce around 2 rounds actually from the Kunstpanzer, but I do bounce around from the T95 FE for 21. Okay. What the?
Turm blockiert.
And I blocked the heat from a Cobra. Okay, sure.
Gegnerische Panzer getroffen.
Well, I have 2.2k damage.
Nice. Got about a third of my hit points left. Is that mean anything?
Treffer, aber wir sind erledigt. Alle raus.
E100 just went in and bullied that Progetto 65.
I get just shy of 3k and we still lose. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it some days it goes like that. It really does. I've had days like that. You know, you can do, like you're saying, 3,000-4,000 damage in 4 kills, and it doesn't matter. And sometimes it's like that Twitch. I mean, you can do absolutely awesome, and if the 14 other people, or 13 in this case, other people in your team don't, then you're still gonna lose. The other team plays better than you. And then there are games where you do almost nothing and win. So I mean, it's it's really boom or bust. Oh yeah, I need those for sure. Lady Bear. Lady Bear.
Zeigen wir es ihnen. Wir haben sie beschädigt. Wir haben sie nicht mehr angekratzt. Eine unserer Ketten ist beschädigt.
It pisses me off so much when a teammate sits behind you and shoots. One month, 14 days, and 18 hours. There he is again. Either take the bush or, stay out of my way, dude. Either one, I don't... Okay, well, you go over here, then I'll go back.
Durchschlagstreffer! Unser Treibstofftank wurde getroffen.
Blind fired that bush. He knew I was there. Suspected someone was there. He didn't know I was there. Lady Bear's 1 month, 16 days.
Wir haben sie nicht erreicht. Raus hier! Das Fahrzeug ist Geschichte.
Currently thinking Verna to Burlington to Roswell to Flagstaff.
That 2.9 damage game I did on the Kunzer Pfeffer gave me a second class, and we still lost.
Oh man, that hurts. Is that a lot of secondary roads, Bushwhacker? So that's what it sounds like, which is fine. I'm not, I'm not knocking you for that. I'm just asking. Oh, that's nice. I mean, obviously it's your convoy. You pick the spots, the cargo, and all that. I'll run whatever you pick. Any of it sounds fine with me because I like driving. So I mean that sounds awesome to me. Vernal to Burlington, Roswell, Flagstaff. Sounds good. Well, I'm always of the thought process, Bushwhackers, that if maybe someone doesn't have a DLC, or doesn't want to make the trip, or a certain trip, then they go to the closest destination. And I think a lot of Cubs, a lot of Bears, don't understand that. Like, they don't need to do any of it, but they don't need to go to the exact same city. If they're doing the same kind of route that we are, going in the same general direction, that's fine. Come out, hang out with us, and just do that. That's perfectly okay. So, there's a scorpion back there. I mean, it's always been like that, and that's something that I really like about Lady Bear Trucking is, you do as much or as little as you want to. So you pick the routes that you want to pick, and if Cubs or Bears have questions about it, or are kind of hesitant about doing whatever, we can explain to them, hey, if you just want to do Salt Lake City to Denver, that's fine. You're going in the same general direction. You can tag along with us, and you take the turns that you need to take along the route, and everything's good. I know a lot of them get upset, well, I can't do this because I don't have that or whatever, but yeah, I didn't think that was going to hit. Nice shot.
Enemy armor is hit.
Luke, if you're gonna go, go.
Penetration. One of our tracks is damaged.
Firing on the move is, ugh.
Enemy hit.
What happened here? We get the good team and they get the shitty one?
Wait, do what?
I said we got the good team and they got the shitty one, apparently.
Yep. I can just hit every shot, I guess. Yes, give me the spotting damage.
Four kills? Wow, nice job. Nice. like Steamboat Springs. Some wiggles, huh? Sounds good.
There we go. Just had to buy a freaking field mod for it.
Three days.
That one bounced. We've hit them, but we didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration.
Guys slinging gold at me, just pinning me left and right. Hey Iron Bear, welcome to the stream. 95 is gonna push right into him. He is gonna push right into him. Okay, well, I'm gonna die.
Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Oh, today's not my day. Just. Okay, Lady Bear, see you. Played 13 battles so far. I had 4 victories. That's that's way below average. Oh, but we won that last battle. Okay. So 14 battles and 5 victories.
Zeigen wir es ihnen.
Usually not good that our spotter is already dead.
Yeah. I might have the fact matter FE405 ammo rack very FE405. Extra damage.
You know, like it doesn't do enough on its own.
Yeah.
I'm not being a very effective person here. They're probably not field, but our spotter is dead, so we can't see anything. Let's move over to this side. We have got 3 tanks that have not been spotted. 2 of those artilleries. There's a chance the ISU is down this road. I doubt it though. He's probably watching the field.
Wir haben sie nicht mehr angekratzt.
Of course, I could be wrong.
Gegner beschädigt. Der ist abgeprallt. Bereitschaft hergestellt. Gegner getroffen. Eine unserer Ketten ist beschädigt. Kette getroffen. Ziel aufge... Raus hier! Das Fahrzeug ist Geschichte.
GG. For them, not for us, for them.
Alright, Viv, that's my last one. I gotta get ready for work soon.
Okay, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for playing.
Yep.
Kid, if you're still in the stream, you're dragging me down because I just got a 7-8-9 match top tier. So.
Bewegung.
I'm joking. I appreciate it and welcome anyone, actually. I just want to say clan members, but anyone, They Play Tanks, to join me. It's always more fun sharing your hobbies and, you know, that sort of thing with friends. And I mean, who would not like to share the wonderful experience of World of Tanks with buddies? Also the pain, aggravation, and annoyance. He wants to peek that corner so bad, look at him. Oh, he likes the corner. He wants to peek that hill so bad, look at him. He wants to come up there. Well, he thought better of it and backed off. It's a rare day that I understand the players in this game sometimes. I just assume that most of them aren't new players, or maybe just returning, like that 252 on the enemy team that just drowned. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Gegner beschädigt.
Well, in fact, this is going to be a low damage game, but it's going to be a win, so. So on prior to Bush, and the T-25-2 was sitting there. Pew pew. Hey Reaper, welcome to the stream.
Los geht's! Gegner getroffen!
We can control the middle.
Wir haben sie nur angekratzt.
I'm not sure what kind of MLR our FE is firing.
Treffer, aber kein Durchschlag. Die haben unseren Fahrer erwischt. Wir machen seine Arbeit mit, aber nicht so gut.
Well, the heavy side has completely failed. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Watch out! Retreat!
In Ordnung.
Gegner beschädigt.
Chilling here. Leopard's gonna go out and spot, I think. $29 million. Sell it, cashed in, move to Cancun. That's what I'd do.
Wir haben sie nicht mehr angekratzt. Fahrzeug zerstört.
Yep, I'd be sitting on a beach somewhere with $29 million. What was, you know, so quiet. What if I got that one?
Gegner getroffen.
I didn't get spotted, that's good.
Withdraw from that position.
Raus hier! Das Fahrzeug ist Geschichte!
We'll watch this for a few minutes, because this might be interesting here. Our FB's doing a fantastic job. He's got 4 kills. He's got a massive amount of damage, I'm sure. Oh, he didn't pin the Kunstpanzer. Oh my god. That should have been a one shot for him. He's got like a 20-second reload. Got ammo racked. Oh, he's dead.
Une de nos chenilles est touchée.
Char Future 4 has probably 2 rounds left. I think that's what it holds, 4 rounds. I think the T95 is just giving up here. So, good game. It's close. FP did almost 5,000 damage. Speaking of which, let's go play the big brother of that one. Oh, tier 8s. Yes, please. This used to be in the tech tree. This is the FV 215B183. This is a tier 10 British tank destroyer, turreted. And this used to be in the tech tree. It was removed and replaced by the FV 4005. This tank has a lot more armor. I mean, it's not, heavy tank type armor, but it's got a lot more armor than the FV does. So. People drive in this game like they drive in real life. Got spotted. Must be a tank over there in the bushes or something. I wish they would get off the hill or something because they're annoying me. Some spotting would be pretty nice right now, I'm just saying. Looked like the Progetto was gonna die. That's what we needed to happen anyway for right now. What is over there in the corner? There's something back there, but I can't see it. Probably a TD. Yeah, whatever.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
guess we can start our rotation. Okay, got just enough to do the first level. I'm gonna save that because the first level isn't near as important as the second level. I'm talking about the Battlefield mods. You need 28,000 combat experience on the tank to unlock the Battlefield mods, and the first is just changing basically the ammo loadout, which isn't that important. What is important is the second stage, when it starts over here. So. No, I don't want team play. Team play, yeah, I kissed that idea goodbye a long time ago. It's not team play that I'm looking for. It's just, what do you call it? There's a word. Skill. just a little skill. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for them to be, 2200 rated Uncoms. I'm just asking for them to be, average or slightly below, just to, have at least half a brain cell. At least half a brain cell. Is that really too much to ask? I mean, played 17 battles this morning or today. Won 6 of them, and now some of that's my fault. Okay, I'm not placing the entire fault of that on them, but some of it is their fault. Some of it's mine, obviously, because I'm in those games and I'm determining the outcome as much as they are. Exactly, play the role of their tank. I mean, from that simple statement, you would think that I was asking them to turn water into wine or something. I mean, but it is what it is, and yeah, teamwork. Yeah, like I said, I kissed that idea goodbye a long time ago. That's not happening. There's no Artie in this match. It's nice. I'm getting shot at though. Usually not very good for one's health getting shot at. It raises the blood pressure, you know what I'm saying? Get out of here because I'm getting just peppered. Well, the mediums have absolutely given up the medium side. Um, so, yeah. It's a horrible match for me. I didn't play that correctly from the get-go. Try to spot the field for the team here. Really? I want to do one more. It's not going well. to Artie, 910.
Поехали.
Not exactly the map I wanted for this tank, but
Повреждение гусеницы. Гусеница едва держится. Пробитие. Веду их в прицеле. Готов. Движение невозможно.
there's the Artie. Yay!
Невозможно. Гусеница сбита. Гусеница в норме. Починили гусеницу. Можно ехать.
Also I-7. I'll mess with that right now. Let me get rid of that 140. What the fuck is going on here? They've killed 7 of our tanks already, and I don't know, it's just... Artie.
Можно ехать.
firing on the move is, yeah. That 140 is shooting me from over there. Holy shit, people. Like he's got, I don't know, 100 hit points or something, and he's absolutely dominating in that position where he's at. Yeah, that's enough for all the tanks right now. that's I can feel my blood starting to boil. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in and enjoying this absolutely horrible content that I've provided for you today. Appreciate you all chatting and hanging out for a little while. I will be back later. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Take care, and we'll see if we can't do better later. Maybe tomorrow, whatever. Y'all have a good day. Aloha. Absolutely aloha.